Welcome to the Foundational Infrastructure Working Group meeting.
I don't think it's recording.
Yeah. It should. It automatically starts recording as soon as you join the meeting. Yeah, let's go over the open pull requests, and then later we can go over the issues.
Yep.
Yes, this one.
Yeah. Adam, for some reason it went up that he approved it, but I
It's
removed.
approved, right?
Yeah, he didn't really approve it because there was no improvement, and then I was trying to remove him from it, and then
No, he said approve these changes.
and then he said approved. So yeah, I don't know.
I think we have 2 approvals, so I would say we can merge it.
Okay. Yeah, just delete the branch.
Okay. Nice.
Do we want to backport this in Bionic at some point, or as Bionic is going to be probably obsolete like next year anyways, so
You mean that RSS-log thing?
yeah.
But it's not a problem there, right?
It's not a problem on Bionic, but I thought more for consistency.
It's up to you. I'm not gonna do it. So if
But it
you
would be
feel
an
like
amazing job for you.
I mean, there's like from a VMware side of things, we don't really care about Bionic, so it's up to you.
Yeah, okay. Good to know.
If you get annoyed enough, you might do it. He's back from vacation.
Yes.
I think I accepted it now.
Yeah, it works.
There was a change request from you, so you need to.
Was there a
sign that
change
off.
request?
Yeah, requested approve something. You asked for something. Oh, it's easy CLA. Well, that's
the
fixed.
easy CLA, that was all. But we still need approval from you or Benjamin.
I want me to approve because there was already 2 approvers, so and Matthias
but Matthias is not an approver yet.
Oh
Yeah. I do that now.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, but I mean, like this counts as contributions, so he will get that.
Yeah.
I can just approve this. That's fine. But then we still need another approver.
Yeah, I will do it.
Okay. I think you should even be able to merge it nowadays with new permission structures. If there's 2 approvals, you should be able to merge.
I can merge.
Yeah, so as soon as there's 2 approvals, you should. I mean, you can probably be for that already because we don't have proper branch protection yet. But if there's 2 approvals, you can go ahead and merge it.
I will approve it as well, and then do merge, confirm merge. Yep, done.
Okay, cool.
Nice. Messages are getting shorter.
Is Constantine still on voice, or is he just doing something else?
He's back. Yeah, he's back now since a week or something. So I think he has like worked on some other things, and this probably will get. He will get to this eventually.
Workflow awaiting approval.
I mean, this was a thing that this probably is not going to work, right? This is just a configuration change, but not an actual implementation change with the Porsche DNS aliases. And what they are actually looking for is a handler where they want to basically have a certain domain be resolved by a certain precursor. And that's already supported, just configured through handlers instead of through a Porsche DNS alias.
Did they respond in this, or is this still?
Yeah, they did. Here. It's just there's not a lot of documentation. But I feel like we should just close this out.
Well, leave it open and check if when they fixed it with the handlers, if they ask if they can maybe add some documentation as a pull request. So we have just they asked for our help. Now we can ask for their help.
Yeah. Handlers actually, right? DNS. The additional handler stuff. Oh yeah, and that's just it. Okay. Yeah, so I should link to this. Um, uh, okay, some new ones. Why do people care about Xenio?
I don't know. One of your guys.
Of our people. Sure.
And I was looking at it and
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought, why am I reviewing this? Actually, it is interesting to start compiling this from source. The OpenVM tools instead of relying on Canonical for this. Is it though? So. Okay, yeah. This just needs people to review it. Given that it's not really relevant for community people. These are also computed, but it is mostly a VMware concern, this since nobody else is using Xenio. Just these people to review, and then we're gonna update the status to pending review.
Oh, and there's two of the same. So we're gonna get the same reviewers. Yeah, I wanted to know, like, Ramon, is this related to what you have been working on with the rsyslog changes?
No.
They are not you're not logging too far opt? No, probably not, right?
No, only to far log.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And you
Okay.
only syslog is able to, it's by syslog user, so you can only log it logs when you're root anyways, or if you're a syslog member.
Mhm.
So VCAP, so when you sue VCAP, then that has syslog, I think. But I'm
Mhm.
not sure. I don't think so.
Okay. Um, um,
I don't know how much sure it is, but Gandon has Benjamin lost his laptop. So
oh, he lost his laptop. Okay.
yeah, and it's rained yesterday. So
Okay, thanks. That's useful information.
so I don't think he's
He
able
can, he
to.
can, no, he can review on his phone. That's gonna be fine. Okay, let's go over the issues. I don't know why this is not yet there. Well, we got a last minute entry. A fresh issue. Nicholas, do you want to provide some more details on this?
Not necessarily. I think it's pretty clear. It just, I mean, if you click on the OEMRELP manual link here, you'll see that citation that I have copied into the issue. And just says, yeah, if you have such types of problems, which I have, then you're better off with OpenSSL. So I'm just copying that. It says that the GNU TLS is there for historical reasons, right?
Yeah, yes, I see.
So it's just like going forward. That's why I'm suggesting
Yeah.
it. I don't know if it solves my problem, but
I would in the stem cell builder for Jemmy. I would just change it there. It's just one package change. Just make a PR.
To change it to OpenSSL. I
Yeah.
mean, like,
I mean, that's easy, but question is, does it need some discussion, some experts looking at it and trying it out, or just go for it?
It's basically go for it, because at this point,
I mean, what usually we get these when I would go with try it out, build a stem cell, have it run at a bit of scale at SAP, right? Because you all are running this really at scale,
Thousands.
especially our syslog stuff.
Exactly. But I mean, we actually don't know how often it really happens, and when it happens earlier, Was it the same cause? So we don't have any data currently, and not as far as I know.
So
Okay, but
yeah,
the
see
change,
how-
yeah, the change between the OpenSSL and GNU-utils should not be big, right? It's just a library change, internal, basically. Still RSys log, but the one uses GNU-utils for probably decoding TLS stuff, and now we're going to RSS log users. I would just find if you can find some documentation about changing. I
This
don't
is the
know how big this
documentation.
is.
This
Yeah.
is the documentation, right? This is the rsyslog documentation, which recommends to use it.
To use the OpenSSL. So I would just say, just do the
I mean, it's
OpenSSL.
still early days with Jemmy, right? From a stem cell perspective. So now is a good time to make these types of changes.
Yeah, definitely. And
Okay,
there
we-
are a heap loads of package change naming coming up anyways. So
I will discuss it with the team tomorrow's
Mhm.
daily, and if they agree with us going ahead, I'll file a PR. That's an easy thing.
Perfect.
and if you have the ability to for the PR that you can build it locally and see if that package
will
actually
take-
exists, etc.
Yeah, sure. I will make sure that it builds.
Yeah, and works with the rsyslog release, because that's what I assume you're using to configure it, right?
Yeah, so it's
Um,
we have the rsyslog tasks in the builder.
Yeah.
And there you have like an
So,
YAML. And we use it from a specific repository, so
So it would also be good to get Benjamin Fuller his opinion, because he is in charge of the syslog release. So we would be changing something in the stem cell, which the syslog release depends on. So actually, I'm gonna just see him here. Let's see what he comes back with.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Maybe, yeah, he will discuss with the person. For completeness sake, I can also see him. He's not here. That works. Okay. Yay for NSXT problems. Yeah, I mean, we don't have time for this, right? We cannot start to use Bosch deployment happily for years as a first step.
It's basically that we don't use it anymore.
You need to be running happily for years, and then you can reproduce it.
I had a horrible time using Bosch deployment.
Uh,
So, no one is longer able to create VMs with Bosch.
that sounds like a surprise.
But Bosch deployment doesn't have versioning. So what is from V181 to 83?
No, this is a CPI change, a vSphere CPI change. I assume.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, Bosch deployment doesn't have.
No. Yeah, because this is the. We have 83. This was 8. Okay, so it's. Okay, so this was the breaking change then.
Mhm.
Yeah, because that. This is something we need to take serious. Actually, it's gonna reach out to another place to get this more attention to this.
Yeah, Constantine was also asking me about, do you know something about NSXT? I said, no.
Yeah.
I've done my fair share of vSphere deployments, but
Okay, interesting. Yeah, on this one, I followed up on this one in person. I'm gonna do it here as well, just for completeness sake. What's it? It's basically this. And Constantine had a good point. There's actually Bosch keep responsive. There's actually a Bosch property that I was not aware of. The Bosch direct.
the keep on responsive VMs.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a directory setting. But it only works if it can ping the Bosch agent. So if it would.
Oh, so it doesn't work. Okay, yeah. So it won't work in this case because
So
this is failing at the ping.
So maybe Oh, I don't know. Oh no, it was so it's not working when it does the CPI call to create the VM. And then if it doesn't get anything back from the CPI that it has not created anything, it would then basically the CPI would then revert and nothing happened. So this would work in his case.
Yeah.
But he made a PR for this, for
No,
request to
I mean,
expose
yeah,
property.
just changing the timeout property or increasing the timeout. But the timeout, like if you're waiting 10 minutes for a ping, you're not gonna solve it by increasing the timeout. You need to look at the agent logs.
I know.
Um,
Now we basically exposed that property which was already there, but it was merged by Kanye, I think. So
was it merged already?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Then we can just close it.
Because he said it was issues with they're using some internal
Yeah, I know. They said the hardware was slow, but I don't believe. Okay, that's fine. Well, then we're gonna.
No, a 10-minute wait time is ridiculous. Well, I've
It's
seen
ridiculous.
such things with Azure, but
Okay.
it's merged.
Yeah, it's merged. Ooh, interesting.
What do you mean for stem cell VMs? I mean the stem cells that are uploaded.
Yes, in a vSphere, stem cells are actually snapshotted VMs, which you clone from.
Yeah, that sucks. Don't they have a version number? I think they are with like they're tagged with the
No, they aren't tagged in vSphere. It's just like SC dash and then some SHA. That's the name.
Yeah, but I thought also that's the name, and then but I also thought that though when you look at them, they had tags like this is Bosch stem cell OS and OS version tag. So that was in it as well, but you can't not do personalized tags on it. That's probably what he wants.
Probably some sort of cost center or something.
Yeah. So there needs to be an adjustment to the vSphere CPI, and I don't.
No, probably the problem is that cloud property tags is not passed into the create stem cell CPI call. That's what I'm.
Oh, okay.
Based on this, right? So that would be a CPI change. I mean, it's adding stuff, so we do it in a non-breaking way. Well, not ideal. I'm gonna get back on this to think about this.
I find this like I don't know. But Max, you can probably tell more about this.
On GCP, we have this property block project wide SSH keys. Normally, yeah, you don't need it, but for security reasons, we need it on GCP. And the question was, is there already a property to enable it? If not, is there a blocker to implement this?
There's people loving this.
Yeah.
So you already have fence. I don't know.
I have no idea as well. Never looked into this. So I don't think so.
Yeah.
I would say, I mean, that's probably gonna be under. The instance service. Ooh.
No, but this is, and I think the project-wide thing is a
It's a
different.
it's a VM
Is it a-
specific.
Yeah, it's a VM property, right?
Yes, it's a VM property.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't see anything named SSH in here.
But yeah, you already showed us a starting point. Maybe you can have a look.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably just passing it through somewhere here, and we're using the this client.
Mhm. Okay, yeah.
So yeah, you need to figure out if that client has it.
Maybe this is an option for my first contribution.
Yes. Yeah, usually these are pretty simple changes. Basically, adding it to the. Where was it? So you have that create call that gets the VM props. So probably you need to add it to that struct and then pass it here somewhere to the client that's actually doing the create. So probably, I assume it's on this compute instance where you want to add an additional property. That's what I'm guessing, but maybe it's different.
Okay.
SSH. No, that's not it.
Not in
I
here.
don't know what it's called. Pick it out if you have one.
It's a metadata thing in the Google Compute instance
Okay.
where you can say true or false. So you need to add it to the metadata part of the compute instance. So when you do well, this is for Terraform, so
That's different. I cannot change the. I want to change this to open for contribution. And this I'm gonna look at. Yeah. What's this? Isn't this what we actually just implemented?
yeah.
This is
Timeout, yes.
Hmm?
The boss agent timeout.
Yeah,
Oh no, it's in Bosch, not in Bosch agent.
Okay. Mm,
Well, it's the most important one. I think that we still need to discuss the issue of Matthias and
which is what one? Which one? This one?
the
Yes.
using Bosch. Yeah, it's just we really need to assign people to this with
So-
internal Bosch knowledge, and
Yeah, it came up yesterday or today again when we changed AWS API and built it locally, and then wanted to consume that locally built CPI in the director, and that is not working. Now we worked around that and took the same Ruby version that's in the director, so it's not blocking us. But
Mhm.
it's an issue in general for the AWS CPI development, right?
well, not only for AWS, it's for anything Ruby, Go,
Yeah.
every
Yeah, sure.
package that has the same naming
yeah.
structure.
Exactly.
Yeah, I understand. Gonna look at where we are at internally with because we have it prioritized. I just don't know how highly.
But yeah,
Yeah, we have a story that's think about a week out or something. It's the 5th down in the backlog, and it's looking at switching back to the old pattern or embedding a Ruby in these and not vendoring as a temporary solution, right? So we get a temporary solution first where we switch to just embedding a Ruby in these packages, and then we work on a long-term solution a bit later. So both the long-term and the short-term solution are both in the backlog, and the short-term solution is the 5th item in our backlog.
what is the short-term solution? Because I don't see.
The short-term solution is to not vendor packages, to not use a vendor package, because then the SHASM is exactly the same. So if these packages are a bit different, then it's fine.
Then we need to revert basically every CPI because we did it.
Yes,
every CPI.
that's what a story states.
And then what are we going to do with the current one that exists? Are we going to yank them, or what are we going to do with that?
We can just move forward, right? Bump. Or
Okay.
what do you mean? What the current ones? The latest released ones, or?
No, yeah, because for the past 3 releases, they all have this vendor packages.
Yeah, sure. But I mean, like, then
Every
you
CPI.
upgrade to the latest, and it's fine.
If they use the latest with the latest BOSH, but if you have a BOSH and you have a newer CPI, you have issues. If you have when you do a redeploy, you have BOSH and a newer CPI and older BOSH, it fails. If you have a newer BOSH and older CPI, it fails because the vendor
this is
package
all-
mismatches.
But this is all like tied together in BOSH deployment, right? So if you're using BOSH
For
deployment,
BOSH deployment, yes. For BOSH deployments is also not a problem because BOSH deployments keep the versions a little bit in check.
Mhm.
But everyone who is using not BOSH deployments, which is a lot. Well,
that is you all. Yes.
not you all. Many people are not using BOSH deployments.
Okay. Yeah. All the Stark and Wayne people are not using BOSH. No, they are currently using BOSH deployment.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I did a lot of effort on it.
Yeah, that was actually you. So they are using BOSH deployments. VMware is not using BOSH deployment. They have their own templating. That's in Ops Manager.
Yeah, so they will get also in this kind of issue at some point if they're going to use newer the newer CPIs or the newer BOSH.
No, but as things in sync. So the underlying issue, it's just not as easy. I mean, one solution would be prefixing all the packages. Just make it like GCP Ruby or Azure Ruby, right? If you do it that way, it works.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that is a solution. It's not an elegant one.
not that elegant, no.
But yeah, we really need to have some discussion on this. So we really need to.
It just needs to happen. Like, what do you want to discuss? Like, I mean, this work needs to be done. It's gonna take a while. I mean, unless you want to work on a pull request to do the work, right? Like on our side, it's the temporary solution is probably a week out, and the rest it's maybe a month out.
Okay. I think it's better to have like work on the final solution instead of the temporary solution if it's only 3 weeks apart because we're already running on this for like half a year now. So
yeah, but that's what's current, right? Like that, but things get like if a thing is currently a month out, it could be pushed down. Like if there's other stuff coming in. That's how backlogs work. There's also always like fires that you need to deal with.
no. That backlog is like set in stone.
Yes, I mean that's why like I'm saying this temporary solution, it's 5 down. That's probably gonna happen relatively certain. The rest, well, I don't know.
Okay.
Cannot give you more. I don't know. Unless you're gonna make a pull request to get it fixed.
Yeah,
I mean, a simple solution from my perspective would be if we add a prefix flag to the BOSH vendor package command.
Yeah, that would be the most easy thing.
That would be the easiest thing to get us out of this situation, because then we can just get that into our auto bumping and then it's done. It's not pretty, but it will get us out of this.
Yeah, okay. I will contact you tomorrow about where there's some little discussion about it. I think we can.
That's fine.
Okay.
But it needs to happen in the morning because I will be driving to the Netherlands tomorrow.
No.
I can visit you in person.
Are you close to Amsterdam then? Haarlem?
No. Okay. If there's nothing else, I think we can call it here.
Anyone?
Okay. Thank you all for joining.
See ya.
See ya.
Thank you. See you.
Have a nice rest of your week. Bye.
Yep.